Perfect.
Not embarrassing.
No, she's not embarrassed.
Okay, and you'll patrol the temple.
I should.
I want to make sure, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna just have William like over here. So, do you want to turn? Yeah, that's these guys. Yeah.
Do you want the hand out of the way?
You don't want the hand? It's already running. I'll be editing down to seconds. And then if you don't mind, okay.
Yeah.
We'll right when we're done, we'll just order a picture.
Yeah.
Perfect. I always want to look in the makeup bag.
It's Miss White, right? Or Mrs. White?
Betty.
It's Betty.
Only people who hate me call me Miss White.
I don't know. I'm very much a guest here, and I'm aware of that. This is, okay, what's fabulous to me is you just got off the phone with Mashable.
Oh,
Do you know what Mashable is?
no.
It's the publication that you were just talking to. Those guys that you were just talking to is Mashable. They're like the New York Times of the internet. They break all the pop culture, social media
Oh, really?
news.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody explained it to me, so I just went wheezing away.
They're the ones that cover the Facebook stuff.
Yeah, they cover
That's how,
Facebook.
yeah.
Okay, have you been on Facebook yet? Or are you waiting? It said noon.
No, I've always said I wouldn't.
Oh, it's on Thursday. Oh, it's not today.
No, it's
No,
Thursday.
Oh, I got that date wrong.
No, it's next Thursday.
I didn't know what day today was. I just know on Tuesday and Thursday I play tennis, so sometimes I mix the days. It's really bad. And then I was just talking to your driver. So your first TV shows were an experimental show?
Well, they were when television had started in New York, and then they gradually, within the year, they moved out to Los Angeles. So this radio disc jockey, started a television show, and just ad-libbing and talking and stuff. And he called me. He had seen me sing a song on one of the first shows. And he called me and said, would I be his girl Friday? So I went over and I sat in as his girl Friday. Well, the show caught on immediately. And so I was his girl Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 days a week, 5.5 hours a day, no script, no nothing. You just sat there and wheezed away. And so it was like going to television college. It was a wonderful experience for 4 years. And then he went over to ABC, and I inherited the show. So I think I talk a lot, but I don't say much, but I talk a lot, so I fill up the time.
All right, then. Okay, so you're kind of a publicist's nightmare then, because you're completely comfortable with no script, and you'll just say whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, whatever and if you're honest, and if you're conscious, what I love about television as opposed to film is that television camera that in film, you're playing to hundreds of people, in the audience. On television, you're only playing to 2 or 3 people at most. That camera lens, if there are more than 2 or 3 people in a room, they're not listening to you, they're talking to each other. They're not listening, they're talking to each other. So I just feel very comfortable. It's just like having a conversation with maybe 4 of us.
And so that's like, do you think that that's how it will be when you go on to Facebook, where everybody's waiting for you?
I haven't a clue about Facebook. I don't know how it works or why, but I'll just go on and, I'm sorry.
No, I think I picked you.
No, it'll be a new experience, and at 90, it's hard to find too many new experiences.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Obviously, Facebook is a new experience, but like, have you jumped out of a plane? Have you, run naked through the streets? Have you done everything that's on the list? Or is this?
I just take it as it comes. I don't have a list.
What would you say? I'm 42, and whenever I see like a woman in her 20s, I'm like, honestly, wear the bikini. Because like nothing gets better, you know what I mean? Nothing is better than being in your 20s. Body-wise, I think. What would you say to women in their like 40s and 50s?
40s and 50s, don't be so age conscious. Just be grateful if you have good health. That's the bottom line. And that's where the energy comes. And accentuate the positive, not the negative. Always try to think of the upside of something. Right? Some people walk into a room, and, well, I have one person in mind, they walk into a room and say, you know what I hate? And that's not the way to start. It's not the beginning point. So I know I sound like a cockeyed optimist, and I am. I really am. But I think that's why I stay healthy and why I stay energetic. And so might as well go with it.
And that's probably been a big part of the longevity of your career. I mean, did you think you would be doing commercials and having a sitcom at 90?
And 2 series.
2 series. Yeah, well, how many jobs do you have?
How many?
Right now, how many jobs do you have?
Well, I have Off the Rockers, and I have Hot in Cleveland, and I have the Tide, wonderful Tide campaign, and there are a few things here and there, but then I also do Jay Leno and David Letterman and Jimmy Fallon and those, so that's like almost like another job.
It is.
So have you caught on to the fact that I kind of like television?
I think so. What, do you watch a lot of TV?
I don't have time I don't turn the set on. I don't have time. Because you're working all day and you come home and all the stuff that's ganged up on you, you try to catch up with. I fall back a little farther every single day, but I'm doing the best I can.
So everybody thinks that you're a rule breaker. They're saying that you're a rule breaker.
Oh, well, I'm by going on Facebook Thursday, I'm breaking my own rule when I said, no, I will not go on Facebook, and that is not what I do. So here I am going on Facebook.
Right, never say never.
Never say never, but it'll be fun because when I found out from Tide that I'll be able to talk back and forth to my friends, I thought, well, that sounds pretty good. Why have I badmouthed it all this time?
Wait, so it took Tide. Did you like hold them hostage and go, listen, name the laundry detergent after me and I'll go on Facebook and talk to my friends? Or did it just kind of work out?
It just worked out. I mean, they booked me on it, and I found out I'd be able to carry on the conversation, so I said, sure.
Well, I'm going to switch that. My headline's going to be Betty White holds P&G hostage, to change the title. I'm just going to go with my version, if that's okay. And so, but you'll be doing a live stream, and that you're talking to like 2 or 3 people really at that point. They're all on their own screen, so it's a very similar to TV experience.
Yeah, that's right. And except I'll be able to. Will I be able to see them? Is that how it works? Or?
You'll be able to see their words. And so like their picture will show up along with like, they'll probably say, hey Betty, like my folks want to know if you've ever been ice skating.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know how it worked, so that's what I can expect.
It's just like a little stream and it'll go pretty fast.
Okay.
So you can just ignore some of, you know, like
we'll have an assistant there and
you'll
sort
have
of help
somebody
you through it. So yeah.
But if you feel like you have to answer every question, you're going to be like, I still hate Facebook. But if you just kind of do, you know, a little bit of this and a little, you know, you catch what you can catch, then it'll be awesome. But it's completely international too, which is really fun.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah. And then there was something I completely forgot. Okay, everybody wants to ask you about sex. What are you going to do when they ask you sex questions?
Sex questions?
Yeah.
Well, I know there are boys and girls, and then some we're not sure of. But
we are in West Hollywood.
But I think to each his own. I think that's somebody else's business, not mine.
So you're ready to roll with like the real stream on because on Facebook they're like, you know, you're gonna have to talk to me on Facebook, not me, but you know, women like me, and women like my mother and my 13-year-old, and then you get like the 20-year-old boys who like never heard a fart that wasn't funny.
Yes, exactly.
So what happens when it's gonna get a little racy, or are you just gonna recommend
Just go with whatever comes in and play off of it. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Aw. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Can I ask you a
much.
question?
Appreciate it.
Yes, William.
I have a question for you, Ms. White. I'm an anthropologist. What was it like playing an anthropologist on Community?
Oh, William's an anthropologist. He's actually at Princeton now, working on his PhD in anthropology.
Oh.
And so he wants to know what it was like playing an anthropologist on Community.
Oh, well, I was a little vicious. I knocked him down and I shot him with an arrow and stuff. But your anthropology is, of course, that's my big obstacle. I have to stay in show business to stay pay for my animal business. But I've been with the Morris Animal Foundation for over 50 years, and we fund humane health studies into very specific diseases of dogs, cats, horses, and zoo and wildlife. So we helped save the mountain gorillas in Uganda. So,
You did?
Yep. Morris Animal Foundation can take full responsibility for that.
That's extraordinary.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
This is
darling.
terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah.